Hello, this is Yada. I come to you today is September 23rd, 2019. I was in the middle of making a video, and my husband walked in the front door, and I pushed the stop button, and my heart started to race. I knew that was the Lord telling me that I needed to share the rest of the prophecy that I received on September 17th. The video says September 17th, I think. I asked him for a confirmation, and he gave me 2 Corinthians 11:13. For such men are counterfeit apostles, deceitful workers, masquerading as apostles of Christ. I must tell you that the prophecy I'm about to read to you was given by the Lord and I'll read the entire thing. This actually began on September 14th. My husband mocked me. He said, "Are you retired for all the time you spend on YouTube?" He has no idea that I have made this channel, and the reason I know that he would come against me. Many times in the past, many times as I read the Old Testament, and I read about Judah, because my name is Judah. I mean, that's the Hebrew name. And he is an Assyrian king that always comes against Judah. And last night, as a confirmation of this, the Lord gave me I'm going to read it to you. It's Ezekiel chapter 23, and it talks about how Judah, I think it says, that they, admired the Assyrian kings. They hung pictures of them on their wall and blah, blah, blah. You should read it, Ezekiel chapter 23. But this is exactly why I have suffered. Because, we all receive the reward of our sin in this life and in the next if we don't repent in this life. I sinned against the Lord very much as a young person until the day I got married, and I was always faithful to my husband, but I married the results of my sin. I married him. Okay, on September 14th, well, on September 14th, I did have a dream. There was this man, and he was screaming, "Alla luce!" And alla luce, when I looked it up in Google Translate, it means into the light. The Lord wants all of our sin into the light, or this is the judgment that's coming. Okay, I took a nap, and as I woke up, I heard, "Turn over a new leaf." And then the time was 4:41, and when I looked it up in Strong's, it says, "Of a woman's husband, friend, intimate, figurative of the husband of Judah, captain, tame, man pleaser." When I read the definition of man pleaser in the Urban Dictionary, it means man pleaser, but it also means homosexual. And when I asked the Lord if my husband was homosexual, I saw homophobic in front of my eyes. And homo means man, and phobic means fear. So fear of man. Okay. So I felt the Lord was saying, because it is time for me to turn over a new leaf, turn the page on this husband who is a man pleaser. He will be turned over to God. The Lord was pouring his wrath into me this morning, and it was freaking me out. I finally said, Lord, stop. I was feeling his wrath towards Roy for how he has treated me for our entire marriage. I asked the Lord because I was feeling like he would not be with me for Grandparents' Day on October 4th, that he will be in a hospital bed or dead. It started with yesterday. Roy was mocking me. He said, are you retired for all the time you spend on YouTube? And then I heard the Lord say, he was so angry. He said, I'll just read it because I can't find it right there. I felt the Lord saying, when you retire, he will be cleaning the house. I will rest in heaven with Jesus. The Lord was so angry. I really think that time is up for Roy. I will turn the page and he will be left behind and my life will be better. I heard, he wants to divorce you. I will divorce him, saith the Lord. I was hearing, you have made her fear, yet you do not fear me. This is why when he opened the door and I feared, that's why I knew the Lord wanted me to share this. I heard, reap the whirlwind. I knew it was for Roy. And Roy means king. I asked the Lord, if you want me to speak it, give me the rest of the verse. And then I saw in front of my eyes, sow the wind. Oh my gosh. I was repenting in between everything I heard. I bound up every spirit and named like 20 of them. I really didn't want it to be me thinking this. The Lord's wrath was really pouring in. Over and over, these thoughts were coming. So I asked for a confirmation, and the Lord said, take a nap. Then I woke up thinking, turn over a new leaf. It was in my mind before I even woke up. Roy, time is no more. Judgment is here. I will now turn the page in my book, which is this book, which is a leaf, they used to call leaf pages. I am so sorry. Please forgive me for having that notification on. I didn't think it was on. Anyway. You have made her fear, yet you do not fear me. I heard, reap the whirlwind. I knew it was for Roy. I said, Lord, if you want me to speak it, give me the rest of the verse. I saw, sow the wind. Oh my God. I was repenting in between everything I heard. I bound up every spirit and named like 20 of them. I really didn't want it to be me thinking this. The Lord's wrath was really pouring in over and over. These thoughts were coming. So I asked for a confirmation. The Lord said, take a nap. Then I woke up thinking, turn over a new leaf. It was in my mind before I even woke up. Roy, time is no more. Judgment is here. I will now turn the page in my book, a new leaf, and write. I will ask for the word of the Lord. I told the Lord, I just can't hear all this. I need to see it too. Because when he gives me words, I see them. I hear them, but I see them. When I'm writing in this book, I've seen every word in like a vision. I even heard, destruction is in your path, Roy, and you refuse to repent, and I will not repent for the destruction of the wicked. And then he said something about grace. Oh, you think grace is sufficient, but not without my mercy. I will have mercy on him, on whom I will have mercy. Your flesh will not be saved. If you repent, your soul may be saved. Wow, it was crazy. It was God's wrath and scaring me so badly today. Turn over a new leaf means to make a change for the better, especially in one's way of living. Turn a page. So that was on September 15th. And in the morning, I started to sit down at 9:23. And then he came in the kitchen, so I was interrupted. And then I kept hearing that all day long until I told the Lord, Lord, please stop. I can't take this right now. But I woke up early, and the next morning on September 16th, 2019, at 9:34 a.m., I wrote, and I always usually write a prayer before I write the word. Okay, Lord, I hear what you were saying yesterday. It is so hard for me, to feel your wrath. I know it is there. I am reminded of my dad's wrath against this girl, Marilyn, when my sister was killed. I never understood that either. Okay, Lord, I know you chose me as your vessel. I'm willing to say what you will, and I will deliver the message. So I wrote down 9:38. I crossed it off. I wrote down 9:53. I prayed, worshipped. I had interruption by Roy's angst. And it is now 10:09 a.m. So 38 to 10:09. That's 29 minutes. I really didn't want to write this down. But he said, "Speak plainly, daughter, for there is no will to survive, only a will to succeed. The way is not the way." And I asked for this in a way that Roy would understand, because he, just in a way he would understand. So the Lord gave it to me this way. The way is not the way. And he was called as a teacher in the way. And the way ministry is a ministry where actually we met. I was saved through that ministry when I was 19 years old in 1977. The way ministry believes that, once you're saved, you're always saved. Once you receive the gift of tongues, nothing can stop you from going to heaven. This is not true. It's a lie. The Lord has shown me this over many years, from 1977 until now. That's 42 years. I will read you the word of the Lord, but I have to stop for a minute, and then I'll just come back on and do it. So this is going to be the first video, and then I'll read you the word of the Lord on the next video. Thank you.